Okay, hi, welcome to Whisky And BBQ.
That's right.
I'm Evan, that's Ryan. We're over 500 subscribers.
Yay!
So we're gonna do a pork sauce, or something with my pork sauce.
Yes.
Evan decided like, hey, we'll do a pork butt. I'm like, all right, cool. It's Tuesday.
All right, so we've done the pork butt before. We even did the pork butt challenge with the Instant Pot, but we didn't do Ryan's recipe with the Instant Pot. And I've been using it every Wednesday for the past, since Christmas.
Yeah.
I got Christmas. And I haven't had a bad meal out of it yet. So, maybe this will be the first one. And, but the whole point of this is to give you the sauce recipe so that you can do the sauce because it's pretty amazing.
Okay, so mind you, it is 6:30 now, and I'm gonna have family that's gonna wanna eat. This thing cooks up really fast, so this is gonna go quickly. Hi, Chris. So, a couple things to keep in mind. Instapots need moisture in the bottom of them, and they work by pressurizing everything and forcing flavors into whatever you're cooking. Also, I haven't gotten around to smoking my salt yet. That's probably coming up in a couple weeks. So I'm trying to impart some smoky flavor in this. So first thing we're gonna do is, Evan told me he normally puts in roughly 2 cans of Dr. Pepper, which is 24 ounces. So we're gonna start off with 24 ounces of chicken broth, because moisture.
Are we?
Tab.
I think we're just going to sit here and watch you struggle with opening up some aluminum foil. Don't stab me. We're not to 1,000 subscribers yet.
Roughly, yes. Okay. So 24 ounces of chicken broth, it's about a cup and a half. So we're gonna take some.
All right, so I'm going to help you with what ounces are.
We're gonna take some Worcestershire sauce, and we can use that as a binder for the pork butt to get the seasonings and everything on it. Because normally what would happen is we'd do it inside the smoker, and it would get nice and sticky as it smokes, and the seasoning would stick to it. What I don't want to have happen is put oil or something else on here where it makes it to where the flavors don't permeate very well. Hi, Maddie. My daughter had dance class today. Hi, sweetheart. Yes, there are cameras going. So, next, we have 2 tablespoons of pepper, 1 tablespoon of salt, half a tablespoon of granulated garlic, about a 1/4 tablespoon of smoked paprika, and about a 1/4 tablespoon of cumin.
Are you sure that's not a 3-2-1 salt, pepper, garlic? I'm pretty sure that I saw that.
It's
Maybe don't argue with the cook with his own recipe. Maybe somebody learned that the hard way.
we're having pork butt, and I have to cook it real fast. Maddie, can you please go back in there because you're attracting the dogs? Chris? There's like a lot of people in the house now.
You gotta put a pause on this. Can you wait till we're done recording this?
So then you're just gonna take the seasonings and put it on the pork butt. Nice and liberally coated. Again, we're doing this quickly, so I'm hoping that these shots work out. If not, Evan will blame me.
I rarely blame you for anything. It's pretty much my decision to let you have a YouTube channel. So. I'm pretty much to blame for
This
everything.
actually smells really good right now.
It does. It smells really good.
No, mind you, I have 110% wing in this right now.
Yeah, so I came over, he said, you know, this is your cook. And I said, with your recipe, so you're doing it. That's how that conversation went.
Because I have so many Instapot recipes.
Well, I figured we'd do it the same way that we would do on a grill.
But I want to
except
try to get some more smoke into it.
We don't have a grill.
Because some of the stuff that I do, the grill's pretty heavily dependent
I'll
on
put
it.
some pecan chips in here. It'll be fine. Be fine.
Fine chips aren't going to work. It's going to make splinters.
It'll be fine.
Is there supposed to be anything underneath that, like onions or anything? You just go straight in?
I would go fat side down.
That side. Okay.
All right, so here's the beautiful thing about the Instant Pot. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
You started talking right as I was doing that.
Oh, you're good. Just go ahead and put it in. It's fine.
Yeah. Because you need to season Everything should be seasoned.
Everything should be seasoned.
Hopefully this isn't like just overbearingly sweet or salty or something.
Well, if it is, then we've got the sauce to do it in the
The
back.
sauce will do it.
All right, so lid comes on. I'm pretty sure. There it is. All right. So you've got the sealing, which is up top. So you make sure that's on sealing. And back here, this is really simple. You've got pressure cook, or if it's an older model, it will say manual. And we bring that up to 22 minutes. Just like that. Okay. Now we just let it sit, and it's going to start.
What if I should have put the sauce on and let that cook into it?
And it will take about 10 minutes for this to build up to pressure. Okay, that's it starting right there. Pressure is going to start building up. This little red button here will actually pop up when there's pressure in there, and that will automatically begin to time down. So if your Instant Pot recipe says, hey, it takes 22 minutes to cook, keep in mind there's a fluctuation of about another 10 minutes for this thing to build up pressure.
So this could be a 32-minute cook.
Nah. So we'll see you back in
Yes.
20 some odd minutes. Probably.
Still your cook.
Why are you drinking my beer?
I'm not drinking your beer.
You said you had beers in your fridge, so I brought 2 for me.
Oh. So we've met a milestone in subscribers, and I'm a man of my word, so I'm going to give my pork sauce out. A lot of you are going to be really upset, especially those of you that had my food, whenever you realize just how simple this is. So here we go. This is ridiculous, but it is 3 parts honey. Now, honey's really cool. If you have allergies, things like that, use a local honey, and you'll get pollen and everything throughout the year and actually help your allergies get better. If you're going to use it all at one time, you can use any kind of honey. If you're going to store it and only use a little bit at a time over a while, make sure you get filtered honey, because unfiltered honey will crystallize with the vinegar that's in the hot sauce that we're going to get to in a second. So kind of keep that in mind. It never lasts very long in my house, but I do buy some things significantly in bulk. So, honey in. This is 3/4 of a cup of honey. And that is in the pot. Or the measuring thing, whatever you want to use. Next, 1/4 cup of Valentina's orange top hot sauce. This is exactly what I use. Now, with this, you can use whatever hot sauce tickles you the right way. There's different varying levels of heat, different varying levels of vinegar, all different kind of things. What I will tell you is try to find one that is a vinegar hot sauce, because what happens is the vinegar helps emulsify the honey so it becomes more of a liquid and it's easier to pour. Once you do that, just whisk it up. All right, once you get it mixed, you can see it has a little bit of the honey texture to it, but it's a lot more watery. This is done. Taste it, get the flavor that you want. If you want it sweeter, add more honey. If you want it hotter, spicier, more vinegar, put in more hot sauce. You can make one of these that's turned up to 11 by using agave nectar and like a sriracha or something like that. So, that's my hot sauce, or my pork sauce. It's amazing. Hope you try it. Let me know what you'll think about it. Okay, so we did things and stuff is done and buttons are down and this went psh, so it's done.
And your wife and I just had a moment.
We did.
Yeah.
Y'all did.
Yeah.
It was weird.
You were there.
I was. Why is there flour all in this drawer?
I'm kind of trying to figure that out myself.
I mean, there's like a lot of flour in this drawer.
Do we need just like these tongs?
Sure.
All right.
Why is there so much flour in the drawer?
Well, seems like somebody who might be baking would have baked in here and done some flour. Don't point fingers.
I don't touch flour.
All right, so this went, as you saw, the little red button went down.
Hey, there is stuff there. Okay.
Yeah. So now we're at the 8 minutes past the time that it was pressurized, so that's fine. So now we can pull that off. Oh, look at that.
It sings.
All right.
not as give way as normal. And there's blood coming out of it.
So would you say that's not done?
I would say this isn't not done.
Okay. Well, that kind of stings. You have a grill we can throw this on? I'm kidding. So you're not. You're probably just going to be like firing up the summit. 95 degrees. Well, that's not done.
No.
Guess we're going to have to put that back on.
Yep.
There you go.
22 minutes? Because I thought she did it for like 40 something minutes.
You are a smug looking dude. All right. So after 22 minutes, we found out it was only 95 degrees internal.
Ish, yeah.
So we do another 22 minutes.
Not done.
Yeah, you can't do that. I think that looks a little bit better. It smells delicious.
Hi, dogs.
Internal.
164. 166. It's cooked.
Yeah, that's a bonus.
It's not.
That's better than last time.
It's not going to pull. It's going to be cut. Yeah, still attached to the bone.
All right, so another 22 minutes.
Seemingly.
No, let's do this.
No, we can put it back in there and let it go.
Could we? What's that going to do? Make it tender?
Yeah.
Well, we'll figure that out for next time.
So we're going to pull this out now and do something with it?
Yeah, might as well, right?
Okay.
I mean, you have sauce to make this better, right? In theory. What's
It's different.
You're a 4-letter word. Starts with S, ends with mug.
Oh, it's different.
Your wife's still processing how to spell that.
Be nice to my wife.
She just gave me a 4-letter finger.
She does that. You understand who she's married to, right? It's different.
Is it?
Yeah.
Different. Good.
I don't know yet. Give me a second.
Different.
Give me a second.
No. Right now. That's a big knife. I'll calm down.
So it's more like a pork roast right now. So you saying this thing goes for 22 minutes? I don't believe you.
That's what we did in the last video. With an Instant Pot. It was 22 minutes.
It was 80 minutes.
Oh. So I was off by a little bit.
Because I didn't believe it. I went back and looked at it. I'm like, how did I remember 22 minutes? She's like, yeah, it says 65 minutes. I'm going to set it for 80. It was like,
That makes sense. Missed it by that much.
yep. Okay, try without the sauce.
That's really hot. I don't know if your fingers can tell you that, but that's really not you. Not you.
It's good. It needs about another 30 minutes in the Instant Pot. But we're hungry.
Oh yeah. That's all right.
Pork sauce?
That's not how you usually do it.
No. Normally this is shredded.
Here.
Well, I was going to say that, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sauce is good.
Wow, that's a game changer right there.
Pork butt's not bad. I mean, the flavor's good. You wanna put it back in there.
It'll
You wanna
be
put it back
better.
in there for another 22 minutes? We've already fed our families. All right, so round 3.
Why not, right?
We don't have to.
We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because cooking is the thing.
He edits.
Okay, well,
So y'all back maybe
30. BT Dub! Somebody knows all about the Instant Pot. I was just kind of trying to remember, but after having 5 kids living in my house, got some oatmeal for brain up there. So, anyway, now we're at 66 some odd minutes.
not including cooldowns and everything else.
Heat ups, and there might be. Yeah, no, that didn't work either. That's all right. You know, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So here's what happens in an Instant Pot. This actually should have gone for like 65 minutes or 80 minutes or whatever.
Tonight we're drinking Larceny Bourbon on Whiskey and Barbecue.
And that would have given it the texture we're looking for, the nice pull-apart consistency that we were looking for. However, in my wisdom, or lack thereof, said 22 minutes, and he gave me the look, remember them. And so now we've gone through 3 of those renditions.
There's still flour in here.
And we've gotten a pork butt that is, I mean, it's tender, but it's not like pull the bone out tender, right?
Not yet.
Yeah, and that's okay.
I don't think we're gonna do it again.
No, we're probably gonna. Well, that fell off, so that was nice. You know, it looks decent. Like, you know, it's boiled.
Okay, so ow. Here's the thing with pressure cookers. If you're looking at getting an Instapot, make sure of your cook time. Because this is what I was worried about with Evan. Or not really with Evan, but with like Instapots in general.
He was worried with me, but didn't actually like say something about it because it might have been awkward. He just kind of, you know, let it go. Let it go.
Oh God, no. She
finally
finally moved out of that phase of that movie, so very excited about that.
Okay.
So here's the thing with pressure cookers in general. And Instapot is a pressure cooker, just an easier one, more safe, blah, blah, blah. Ow. That's hot.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like got steam and stuff. It's almost like we boiled this. We didn't know. Oh, that looks.
So with pressure cookers, you have one time to get it right. If you open it and it isn't cooked as well as you want it to be cooked, just finish it some other way. Because what's going to end up happening is
it's going to be a little bit tough. It's not going to be at that nice, tender, pull apart, make it pulled pork.
yeah. So and then it just has like a dry texture.
You'll never guess who knew that ahead of time.
How many times did I ask you, are you sure it's 22 minutes? Yes.
That doesn't count. Anyway, so we've already established that it's tough.
Well, it's not necessarily tough. It's just,
And it will be a testament to your barbecue sauce if it actually makes this edible.
that is on there. Let's just put it in broth.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's. I'll put this on your dog's food.
Okay. Wait, what?
Broth.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yep.
They fart enough as it is.
Tough.
Yes.
So we're gonna just go ahead and
Move that out of the way.
spare these.
Did I already splash them out?
No. I just don't want to run the risk.
Okay.
And I'm not waiting for you to have any of this.
Okay.
Larceny. Oh, it smells nice though, doesn't
It's
it?
a good bourbon.
Yeah.
Troy really liked that one.
Oh, I understand why.
Yeah. It's a good bourbon.
That is a very good bourbon. Have we not done this on a...
No.
Can we?
You want to do it tonight?
Kind of want to work on the motorcycle tonight, but let's do this with Brian when he's over, shall we? Not so much. All right, we're gonna do larceny at some point.
I think it would just be a good tie-in for us to do larceny and at the end of it go, hey, be sure to tune in Saturday. It's going to be great. Well, we can't because we're...
Uh-huh. All these complications with logistics. Why is it so tough to live in adult?
Yeah.
All right, so this is your
Sauce.
which we already did the video of.
Yes. Link above. If he remembers to link it.
I wasn't here because I had to do things
You had to adult.
a little bit.
I had to babysit the end spot.
I'm just gonna go ahead and call that a 5-second roll. A little,
We steam cleaned.
yeah.
We have dogs, we have kids, we steam cleaned. Yours.
Fine. Ain't gonna scare me. I did expect it to be a little bit softer, if I'm honest.
Well,
I'm not pointing fingers. I take full responsibility.
it tastes good.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not spitting it out, but this has a very porky taste to it. Not your sauce. Just the fact that it didn't render out the way how a normal pulled pork does.
Yeah.
This has this,
It tastes like a pork roast.
the pig that was on the farm didn't eat the good slop.
Yeah. Alright.
That was the first thing that I tasted. Your sauce is delicious, by the way. I'm a big fan of your sauce.
Seasonings came through.
That's better.
Actually, there's a little bit of a smoky flavor, which is kind of impressive. A little bit.
So in this epic fail, we appreciate you joining us. And next time I'll be sure to do a little bit more research.
We should watch a YouTube video, like on our channel. Until next time,
If it's
Yeah.
good, share it with friends, and if not, don't even tell your friends about it. That's about what it is. Isn't that about it?
but they're our friends, and we're gonna. Cheers.